No,
Not yet.
I think not yet.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another podcast. Let's start with introductions, going top down.
Addicted Ishgur.
The Factory Shiro.
DiviumFuror, King of Jordan.
Jules?
Khaos from Enemy.
Solak from Enemy.
One Uproot from Harmony.
Heavenly from Chaos.
Henny from Leviathan.
The Death from Leviathan.
Worker Mogulis.
Oh, sorry, not watching Techie. From Ogulis.
Oxen Win from Old School.
Stommy from Ragnarok.
Candy from Resilience.
Odds. Resilience.
Octo.
Shadow Sovereign.
Sheeny from Tilinenor. Freya from Boss.
So, starting with some obvious things, Ishkar, how do you enjoy your new home?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
How do you enjoy your new home?
Oh, I guess it's okay. It's very green compared to what we had last time. But yeah.
Well, do you expect stay there forever like last time?
No. Well, actually, we are gonna give it up next week. So.
You want to elaborate on it?
Yeah, I guess. Well, basically, we banked on meeting both Old School and Enemy. Well, for whatever reason, we thought they would be there today, and we miscalculated, and they weren't. So we are not interested in keeping Calpheon. We will give it up next week to whoever. Basically, our goal is to give it up to some small-scale guild that comes there.
It's cool. Your info was actually right. They were there. They actually rebuilt somewhere else.
Whoa.
I'm gonna let them
Enemy
speak for that part. I really don't know, but we really thought they would be there, especially after last podcast. We might have misinterpreted them. Obviously, I'm not.
Sorry, I had to take a piss. Where was who did you expect in Calpheon?
Ishko was explaining how he said last podcast that we should all go Valencia, and that how he was surprised that we weren't in Calpheon.
No, basically, I suggested let's go Valencia. You guys said no. D-Jules suggested let's go Calpheon. And we definitely knew none of you would go to Mediah. So we banked on that and went to Calpheon. Now I know, probably, I guess Enemy will explain it later, that they went to Calpheon, they switched back to Valencia later today. But for whatever reason. But that's on them. And that's it. But what's happening right now is that we got Calpheon for no fights. Next week, we will give it to whoever smaller guild that comes to Calpheon. I'm not going to ask any guild, obviously. But if there is a small guild that wants the castle, they can come build on Calpheon next week, and we'll give it up to them. If there are, however, more guilds still, and they all want to ally up against us, that's fine. We will still give it up at the end. If there is a bigger guild that is there, we will obviously try to take them out first. But whatever happens. But by the end of next week, if there is a small guild built in Calpheon, we will give it to that guild. And on top of that, if there is no castles until Thursday afternoon, I will personally ask a small guild to build there, and we will make sure that we do our part for them to get it. So
I can comment a bit on Enemy's point of view. So basically, we were kind of expecting like Addicted. We'd go there. We expected Old School to go there. We didn't actually know where Addicted was going, but we kind of accepted that they were going Calpheon as well. And we were willing to fight the fight out, see what happened, finish the job. But we learned that Old School was not going there. Well, our fort was pretty much almost complete. It wasn't fully complete yet, but I'll be honest and say we're not ready to fight Addicted with our 55 people. I don't think that would be a fun fight for us or them.
So did you plan to 2v1, and then when Old School left, you didn't want to 1v1?
No, we didn't plan anything with them.
No. They didn't leave. It's just that we are not talking to other guilds before when we built our fort. We just we just guessed that old school comes back to Calpheon, and if old school would have built in Calpheon again, we would have just gone again and then just take the fight.
Then how did you know they went back to Valencia if you're not in contact?
They were on the rankings there.
Because it's pretty obvious if you check the rankings on the Growth and the Battlefield rankings on the Saturday afternoon, and you see a shit ton of old school people popping up in Valencia 1. You know what they're going to.
We were doing whale hunting, man.
Funny fact, actually, we were whale hunting on Valencia 1.
We
But
pretty
then-
much built the entire fort with ults, and then we decided to go whale hunting in a whale spawn in Valencia 1, and like we went with 15 people, and that fucked us so hard, like apparently, because we definitely didn't give it away before. And
How long did it take you to build the fort?
I
3
was just
hours.
about to ask that.
3 hours.
3 hours. Ooh.
And we even took it to the next level this week.
that's impressive.
Why did you choose to fight multiple
We had
guilds?
people coming back, like for example, Ayin coming back from Pirate Island to mainland, taking a ride on his alt to Valencia City, hiring workers and building up that fort.
Why did you plan to go for multiple guilds in Valencia instead of the 1v1 in Mediah?
The media, because you're
It would have
equally
been the
strong to
same story.
Addicted.
We have
I
55
think you guys missing, like, honestly, we spoke about Ishko earlier on the video EU, but for the sake of the podcast, Ishko, like, why did you dodge Sovereign?
Well, to be honest, Sovereign is last time we fought them. What happened? They ended up in fucking Serendia, and they fought Resilience for a castle. To be honest, I don't think that would be a better fight for us. I really banked on old school and enemy being in Calpheon, and that's on me. It's and I understand enemies saying they don't want to fight us 1v1. It is fair. We thought it would be 3 guilds there, and we would have to fight both guilds simultaneously, and it would be a 3-way brawl. But it didn't happen. And I think that this fight, enemy old school, would be a better fight for us than Sovereign alone in Mediah. That being said, you guys think Sovereign is strong after Calpheon? We give up Calpheon next week. The week after, if Sovereign still has Mediah, we will go to Mediah, 100%. If they, however, are not in Mediah, I will officially ask them where they are, and we will make sure to go there to hope to get that 1v1.
So what, you want to like open a path with all other guilds to let us 1v1?
No. Like, people want to see, obviously, that 1v1. So
Yeah.
I'm not here to deny anyone that. And if you guys want to have 1v1 against us anytime, we will come. And again, in 2 weeks, if you still have Mediah, we will come there 100%.
Please do.
Yeah.
And I can answer your question as well, why we didn't go for you. Basically the same thing. We consider you really strong now with the new members you have, and you sit in a castle as well. Like, if it would have been the same as fighting Addicted for us, I think. We just don't have the numbers to fight a strong guild like yourself.
But isn't 2 guilds, what, like 160 members? Enough numbers?
What?
No, we don't pull that much.
No,
Like,
I mean Morghulis and Millennium, 80 each-ish, surely?
yeah, but that's not the same thing, man.
How cool is a Millennium? Come on.
Yeah, but we really see the difference between you guys and, for example, Morghulis and Millennium. Like, and in a castle as well. It was a way harder fight in Mediah. And there was lots of castles in Valencia, so anything could have happened. And we'll get to that later on. But I answered the question.
I'm pretty sure that last week Wayne was agitating everyone towards going Mediah and having like fight of 4 guilds. So what went wrong there, guys?
It's never gonna happen.
You think anyone's going to trust that?
I would personally like. I would believe if Ishkor and Kaz told me that they were gonna build her. I would have believed them, and I would have built her. But I don't think it's gonna happen because everyone at the end is looking for their own fight, and this is kind of like a fight for the server. It's not like your own fight, so it's not gonna happen anytime soon. There are plenty of good fights all over the place. And for the reason why we didn't go Calpheon, it's super simple. As old school, we owned Calpheon too many times, and we never owned Valencia, and this was the perfect opportunity to try. So, bless you. Never failed. But yeah, it failed. And that's why we didn't go Calpheon.
All right, question to Ishkar. Why did you guys even finish your fort? I mean, you're a pretty big guild, right? I bet you can build the famous Jules benchmark of builds and fort, right? You should have just waited
we don't have
for
those workers,
anyone
man.
else to build and then build last.
Dude, then you get
be
those
honest,
workers.
at-
That's what we
at-
did.
Yeah, but the thing is, at 17:30, like D-Jul said, they built in fucking 90 minutes last week, right? So at 17:30 today, I think 17:15 or 20, we were 100% that the enemy is not there, and we cannot finish it because our workers were basically getting our tier 2 elephant.
Yeah,
Woohoo.
then you need to step up your scouting game because it was
Yeah,
pretty
there
obvious
are
that we are
obviously-
going Valencia. Like,
Well, it
yeah.
was really obvious that we were going Calpheon, so you can spare me that bullshit. The thing is,
What?
the thing is, yeah, we have been on Calpheon fucking the whole week. Like we were sitting in the goddamn
But that
Calpheon
was
one
not
channel the whole
Swiper's
week.
question. Swiper asked you why you didn't swap to another territory.
We couldn't finish it. But from 17:30 to 19 for us, it's not possible. But obviously, definitely there are some things we have to adjust and improve on in order to get a fight. One of them being building faster, and that's what we're gonna do from now on.
I see a message from MyPlayNaked, which I guess is your guy Ishkur, asking why we took down our fort on Calpheon. We never placed on Calpheon. We never decided to place on Calpheon.
I have no doubt.
So like, that's
All
it.
I know was
Pretty simple.
Placed in Calpheon. We placed in Calpheon.
Enemy placed, and then they
Yeah,
removed.
yeah. I don't know anything about old school. We just banked on you guys being there, but you know, that's life.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
it was a good shot. I think
To
for
be,
you.
to be honest, we also weren't even sure that that either you or enemy was going to be in Calpheon, because we also saw a decent amount of you on either Calpheon 1 and Valencia 1.
Yeah.
And one of the things that also comes into place is I think we fought like 6 out of the last 8 weeks in Calpheon.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And,
it all ended up together, and like Hedon said, Valencia being the only castle we've never owned before, you know, just the stars aligned, and we figured this is the best region for us this week.
But again, I really hope some guilds come and take that fucking Calpheon next week. Again, on Thursday afternoon, if I don't see any castles built in Calpheon, we will ask a certain guild to come there on our choosing and give it up to them. But if you guys want to have a fucking free castle, if there are obviously multiple guilds there with smaller guilds, we just have to fight it out and see last man standing gets it. But yeah.
Sure, give me Friday. Give me Friday to decide to come Calpheon.
You're not a small guild, so you're not getting it.
No. Not in that sense, like to come fight you. I mean,
By
Thursday
small
is
guilds,
pretty early.
by small guilds, I mean the guilds that are not capable of taking a territory on their own. Millennium or Gulis obviously are not going to count for that one. But the smaller guilds who are not able to get a territory on their own, that has the potential, or you know, especially the guilds that came to Valencia. Basically, I'm not going to name any names because it's going to favoritism people. But the guilds that came to Valencia and tried to fight us.
You're talking about the enemy, right? Small guild can take a castle.
Ishko, what do you think? Who's the strongest guild on the server right now?
I don't care.
You are the strongest guild on the server.
You do
I think
care.
this is the strongest guild right now. What do you think? Who's the second strongest guild on the server right now?
Well, you guys
Morgulis?
saying you guys saying Sovereign, so I guess we'll find that in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Do you guys know exactly that Sovereign and now they're back to 90 members? You guys know exactly that they are the second strongest guild on the. So when you guys are so like,
I don't like the numbers though.
pick up
Like
PvP.
we fought
If you
fucking
guys
600,
really want
300
PvP,
people last week.
Why do you
just gonna keep
expect
going.
us in Calpheon instead of just building a fort up in Mediah and just fight Sovereign? Like, if you want to prove anything, if you want to prove how,
as I said, we
you
have nothing
really
to
are.
prove to anyone. I said that.
Yeah, but no,
we
yeah,
don't have anything
yeah,
to prove.
you
We got
keep
called
saying
out
that.
by you. We got called out by you to come to Calpheon last week,
but you're
and we
acting
came
like
to
you really
Calpheon.
want to do that. You really want to prove something. And if you
Why
want to
do I
prove
have-
something,
I
just
don't
build the
wanna
fucking
prove
fort
something.
up today.
We don't have anything to prove to anyone. Like we sat in Calpheon in Valencia 10 weeks. Where were you then? We don't have to prove shit to anyone.
What
But,
did you prove by
if you
fighting
want
no
to
one for
see
10
us
weeks?
versus
If you don't
Sovereign
have-
now
If
again,
you don't have to prove anything, why do you call any guilds out for not fighting you? Either you have to prove something or not. If
did
you
I
don't
call
have to
anyone?
prove
I
anything,
didn't.
you don't get
Are you
shit.
drunk? Are you fucking drunk again? Because I didn't call anyone out. I said you called us out. We came to Calpheon. You were not there, and that's it.
Didn't you say
Now
something
you
in
want
Valencia?
you want us to see against Sovereign. We'll go there in 2 weeks, and that's it.
So we can just do requests.
Maybe it's just my bad, because in your position, I would have just like don't give a fuck about the liberated castles in Valencia and Calpheon. I would just build up a castle in Mediah and just pick that fight on Sovereign. Just take the castle and just state once and for all.
We did that already. We did that already.
That's what you could have done today.
It
You
already
could have just
happened.
once and for all show everyone that you don't give a fuck about the fucking guild funds. You just
It already happened.
take
What already
Sovereign's
happened?
castles, no questions asked.
Us kicking you
could have
out
done
of
that,
the
but you didn't
castle
do
and
that.
taking it from you. That already happened.
We
Yeah.
kicked you out of the castle too.
When? Yeah, but you didn't take it.
We do for that. You fucking didn't take ours from us.
We did. You dodged it afterwards.
Yeah, you touched
Ladies,
it as well.
let's stop
No,
this.
we didn't.
Didn't you just
You
dodge us
sniped
today?
it on a fucking Christmas Eve.
Now
Come
you
on.
dodged me first. No, you dodged me first.
Don't bring that up.
Wow.
and when the
we've
server
seen-
You
merged,
fucking
everyone
brought it
teamed
up,
on one
fucking
guild in the
retard.
beginning. No
you
point
call me a
taking up
retard?
history. Go and fight each
I
other
may
now
have.
and get it over with.
You guys done?
The
Why
bait
are you
is
so
going too
mad?
far.
Why are you so mad, Octo?
Not mad, just fucking bullshit.
What bullshit? We did kick you out of the castle and took it.
Mouth, man.
What are you talking about? We did kick you out of the
Just
castle.
carry
and took
on.
it.
Carry on.
Let's assume that we moved to Mediah already, so Octo and Ishkar actually have a chance to talk about.
Calm down. Get a
What was
glass
the
of
last
water.
time Addicted and Sovereign fought? I'm like seriously asking.
11 weeks ago?
We've had a couple of open world encounters, but nothing in Node Wars and Siege for a very long time.
Mhm. I personally think like they are the two strongest guild since forever. Like even back when Harmony was considered the strongest. Super hyped about Sovereign against Addicted. Would be a shame if old school would body block them. Really a shame.
2 weeks you said, right? Let me check my agenda.
No, we won't do any shady business.
So I'm kind of curious if Sovereign even expected anyone to build on this week.
Yeah, we expected Addicted.
You should have asked us last week then. We would have come. You were pretty quiet last week. What?
Expecting and wanting is totally
to be
different.
honest, to be honest, I think you're happy you didn't have a fight. You need that incentive this week, so
Alright, okay, mate.
yeah, keep laughing.
Octo,
well.
are you poor?
Am I what?
Are you poor? You don't have any money.
I have lots of money, actually. I'm kind of rich. Yeah. Not to brag, but
How much is in Sovereign Bank now?
oh, quite a lot actually. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure they took the money out last week. Oh yeah.
You can just click the button, right?
You built you equipped. No, you made 3 tier 2, so blue grade elephant armors. The money you got last week. Oh, don't die, please. Victory.
Do we need to call 911?
I think we do.
Finica, you alright?
Ishkor, is it true that you already have a tier 2 elephant?
Definitely. Didn't you see the pictures? Ask Laya. He's so jealous.
What's the name? What's the name?
I can't believe pictures.
I saw 2 elephants.
I need to see it in real life.
It was out on Velial the whole yesterday. We took some pictures and we posted it on that competition.
How much HP does it have?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you. Build your own. It's 1.4, I think.
Hey, we are a small scale guild. We build a
1.3.
tier 2 elephant.
1.3. Yeah, 1.3.
Yeah, 1.3.
You can do an elephant in 1 hour 30 minutes, man. You're gonna do a tier 2 pretty quickly, dude.
What does that horn attack do?
It attacks with horn. Self-explanatory, I guess.
Yeah, but what does it do? There needs to be some kind of description what the horn attack does.
Can we continue to next region?
It has a drift.
Do you think that it makes a difference if you have a tier 1 or a tier 2 elephant?
Wasn't it possible the podcast about the Siege Wars and about the coming updates? What the hell?
Well, they are discussing.
It's already
siege
applied.
weapons.
Isn't that
Sure,
about
it's a bit
siege?
off topic, isn't it?
I'm just curious what the tier 2 elephant does.
Yes, I know what it does. It expands your penis by 10 centimeters for sure.
There you go, guys.
That's for sure.
I don't think though.
Yes. when I will go
Okay,
here
I'm
to
sorry.
Elephant.
I'm sorry for asking a question about the fucking sieges. I'm sorry. But shut up.
All right, so now that we have banter of Addicted, Calpheon, Mediah Sovereign, and all of that out of the way, let's move on to Serendia. And I think Nick is the only one who can tell us about Serendia.
I am the only one what can say. So I say probably the ShadowElite gonna tell, oh, we won, Vows won, you just die. Well, this is not actually true. Let me tell the story. Can the other guys from the region take like, how much, 20 minutes? So I will allow myself to take 10 minutes to explain all the situation because I need to build some drama. So, first thing first, I want to go into Balenos because we get some old, fight with the Ragnarok. Yeah, like we win with them one time, they win with us one time. It was like draw. I want to, destroy them and win. Unfortunately, we got the node really late, and I tried to put a tower and can't find the place. So I just watched some hentai, put my dick on the table, and my dick chose Serendia. And then I built tower on Serendia. So the fight start. The enemies really find us really fast, and unfortunately, it was the Nokia Alliance, the Misanthropolis and ShadowElite. We were not quite. This is our second siege. This is our second siege. I'm not quite familiar with all the wall working and other stuff. Yeah. So basically, our base was a little bit fucked, and we put the walls too close to the tower. So ShadowElite attack the walls and also in meanwhile DPS the tower in one time. So we feel like a rats in the cage. Like we just scream like a rats and we try to climb outside the cage, and then Misanthropolis pick us one by one. So and we got destroyed like 20 minutes, something like that. Then Misanthropolis and ShadowElite go for like funny walking together like a date, and they kill each other to get the titles. For Stormtrooper, you need to be shiny, Stormtrooper. So they kill each other for like 1 hour, and even after everyone get a title, the ShadowElite pass the castle to the Misanthropolis. Any questions? The most dangerous pass were, and of course the defense not work. Everyone who jumped to the flame tower or the Khacha got insta DC, so we got like 60 members over there, and we jumped to the start elephant, stuff like that, and 10 people got insta DC, so we got like 50 people after the war start. ShadowElite got around maybe 70 to 80. I can't tell properly. I don't count them because we just feel like rats. Like they just put some gas pipe into our base and they just start to gas us, and we like rats try to escape through the wall. And after we escape through the wall, the Misanthropolis pick us one by one. Yes, and this would like a little bit a shame. So and Misanthropolis forces was like about 40, maybe 50. I don't count really good because I'm half blind. I play too much video. Any more question, guys?
Yeah, 10 minutes are still not up.
I'm pretty interested when you're actually planning to take over the world like you plan.
Well, this is not that easy because I'm greedy. I'm the greedy man. I want to have everything. Role-playing, PvE, PvP, and some people are not ready. I need to unlock their minds because you all guys are locked. In Mind Guild, when you join Mind Guild, I need to unlock your mind so you can become you can become the true mighty warrior. And unfortunately, some people get some blockades on their mind. I need to make the ritual, and when the guy is unlocked, we can like conquer the world. At the moment, I tell like 20% people is unlocked. Today, I unlocked the oldest video player. How much he's here? My 65-year-old friend. He's blind on one eye. He have no leg, but he is one of my best Valkyrie. And you know why? Because I unlock his mind and he become hardcore player. He gonna get soon 61 and he gonna show you all horny teenagers what's the divine punishment look like.
You have a Valk with one eye?
Yeah. So
No
he
legs.
can better
That's
use the pointy thing. I don't know.
So he's a pirate.
Yes, he a pirate. He's like, "Grr," and he can destroy all of you. He's my secret weapon.
Are you saying that Valks only need one eye to be effective?
Yes, he can have better accuracy.
Better
How many-
focus.
How many eyes do you have, Freya? You got 2?
Yeah, I got 2, man.
Oh,
I guess I will have to poke one out.
yeah.
So making slowly, but getting there. I'm gonna proudly fight Addicted everywhere they're gonna go. But now I'm no match, so I don't even pop up. I can secretly tell that I pop up the tower on the Calpheon, then I say Ishkor around the castle. I say, it's not gonna be fun. So I demolish the tower. I swear I want to fight, but it was be like 5 minutes, so no fight for you guys. Next time. We just wait. We're gonna challenge you and conquer the world. According to my power measurement, you are almost the final boss, because the final boss is the enemy. Unfortunately.
All good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over Balenos now. Wannaprot, you want to pick this one up?
Yeah. Well, it was like as always. We are pretty much like enemy. We don't talk usually with our, like we don't even know who our enemies are going to be. But we get whispers before the siege that this and that allies against us, this and that wanna ally with us to help us because they don't wanna see us zerged. And then at the end, for 1.5 hours, we were pressured by 3 guilds, by Dead Factory, Ragnarok, and Khaos. Yeah. After 1.5 hours, we went down, and basically that's our story. I count that pretty much. No one was hired anyway. I think they said Khaos was not hired, so it straight made up alliance against us again. And that's it.
Well, maybe they weren't paid, but earlier this week they did help each other out on a node. Or
Yeah.
at least help the factory out. So.
But that's not it. And we were 45.
Not hired though.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So the factory, you want to continue this?
Yeah, we started the siege eating tacos in our base, like a Mexican guild. Then Harmony started attacking us, so we had to attack them, obviously. After a while, Khaos and Ragnarok joined us, and we took them out. Then we saw Wasted and Vikings were kind of allied against Leviathan, so we went on them. Ragnarok took Vikings out in a few minutes. Then they helped us taking Wasted out. And then we were 3 guilds and we took our chances against Khaos. So we helped them to kill Ragnarok, since they are 80 people and we prefer to fight 60 instead of 80, of course. They rushed their base, we rushed their base, Ragnarok died, and then after that we died. That's all. But no one was hired.
Yes, is that true? No one was hired.
You don't need to, you don't need to keep repeating that it was already clarified before, as I said.
We weren't hired. We made an alliance with the Death Factory, and we made a deal with Ragnarok, before the siege started, and that's how it happened, basically.
So how was it going for you guys? Like, do you enjoy not being mercenaries anymore?
I mean, we do enjoy good wars. If it's a good guild that we had several wars with, I guess we can be an alliance with. But we still do enjoy being mercenary guild, and we obviously going for the money always.
Freya, what can you tell us about this?
We started out attacking Leviathan back and forth there for a lot of time while Wasted was getting attacked by Khaos and Death Factor, I think it was in the starter. It might have been Khaos and Ragnarok in the start, I don't remember. In the beginning, those three that were allied over there was a bit split up. They were both attacking Harmony and Wasted at the same time. So we were fighting with Leviathan back and forward. And after a certain time, I think all three of them, Ragnarok, Khaos, and the Factory, completely swapped to attacking Harmony. So then we got the upper hand against Leviathan since Wasted could come and help out, and we took them down to 40%. But then Harmony was taking quite a bit of a beating, so we Vikings went on a little bit of a raid across the map. So first we took a trip to Harmony's base, killed a little bit of Ragnarok, Khaos, and Death Factory that was spread around their base. After that we went to Ragnarok's base, whereas they all respawned and came back to their base. So we went to Chaos base, and all of the Chaos people went back to their base. So yeah, we were about raiding and plundering and pillaging, you could say.
We were playing Benny Hill music.
And yeah, exactly. And then just when Harmony, or as Leviathan went down, just after that Harmony went down, which was a shame.
So how many people you have now with you, Fred?
You broke off.
How many people you have now in the guild?
Today we were 43 at the siege war. A bit low attendance today. A lot on vacation.
All right, I guess we
Just
still
want to
have
say
to hear from
something.
I want to know
Leviathan.
the numbers though of Khaos and the Factory.
About 65 people, probably.
65.
We had around 60 people as well.
And yeah, the exact numbers of Ragnarok, Tommy?
Well, we were about 75 to 80. So
Okay.
pretty good.
We still have to hear from Leviathan and Ragnarok on this.
Should I go first?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, we went to the potato fields without any alliances or anything. Got some messages from a few guilds here and there, but pretty much all that we weren't interested. Yeah, I had some really good fights against Vikings and Shrooms. At one point, we actually managed to get into their base quite well, destroying their buildings and such. Then I hear a message from my defense guy that we're being attacked by Wasted. We go back to our base, we take out Wasted, we go back and forth like this and so on between Wasted and Voss. At one point, they destroy our gate, they completely wipe us, take our base under 40%. Then I have no idea where Voss went, but we took out Wasted when they weren't there anymore and built our base up to like, I don't know, 70% or something. Placed all our stuff back together, and yeah, in the end, the 2v1 was just too strong, and yeah, well played to both guilds.
Ragnar?
So, well, I got a short and a long story. Which one do you want to hear? So I think the short one, okay. Well, we got messages last Wednesday from I don't know who, but that Leviathan will put up an alliance against us. So we were expecting a lot of guilds this weekend, but we didn't expect anyone of who were coming the day.
Wait,
in the end,
can I interrupt? Did you say that you got message that Leviathan was an alliance against you?
That's true. But
From
I don't know. I don't
guess.
know.
Well, that's I mean, people can tell you that, I guess, but yeah, it's the first I heard of it. So
I mean,
yeah, same.
I was a little bit of excited because hey, we are so good that someone needs an alliance to get us down. But in the end, we were there a little bit alone. Then we heard, oh, there's another one a little bit alone, and another one a little bit alone, like Death Factory and Khaos. And then there was Wasted and Vikings on Shrooms. And I mean, like back in the days, they are always together there. So we expected them to be together. And someone said that Leviathan and Harmony are in an alliance. So we expected, okay, when they work together, we need to take out one of the stronger guys first. We had to waste it at first because we knew we can't get them down in like an hour or something alone. So we tried to make the spawn timers a little bit higher. Was not the best idea. I mean, they got pretty strong gear, and we are a little bit uncoordinated sometimes. After I think half an hour, we switched up around to Harmony. Helped Death Factory and Khaos with Harmony. I mean, against 3 guilds, they don't stand a chance. But their gear is pretty strong as well. So I mean, 1.5 hours is pretty long. Against like we were 160 guys, maybe more. So my respect to this. When Leviathan goes down against Wasted and Vikings, we took out Harmony as well. So next target was Vikings, and Death Factory and Khaos focused Wasted. At the end of the story, no. We were going back to Death Factory. Death Factory told the Khaos guys that we are already in their base. So the Khaos guys teleported in our base or ran through our walls, like I don't know how, but our defense guys got kicked out of the game. And at the same time, I think Death Factory teleported in Khaos base. It was pretty messed up, but in the end, you see what happened. Khaos got the region. And I think we will see again. We got a lot of people who want revenge. Yeah, let's see.
All right, so before we move on, I'd like to ask everyone who was on Balenos, like, who do you think is the strongest among you now, and who can we expect to move out of Balenos/Serendia and move up to Castle?
Well, it's only Ragnarok because of their numbers.
Well, that's true. We got pretty good numbers, and we will go to Castle Sieges someday, but I don't know if it's next week or in 2 weeks, because, I mean, you, Harmony, and also Wasted noticed that you alone can easily stand a chance against us, and because just of the gear. And when we go to a Castle Siege, we need allies, and we already met some guys who are really... yeah, you can trust in and you can ally with them and attack a castle together. But I'm not sure if they are ready to go with us on the castle siege, and if we really get a chance against like Sovereign, Mogulus, old school enemy, and so on. So I don't know. We will see. And before we really go to a castle, we need to train a little bit more.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, anyone else has any questions on Balenos today, guys?
If anybody's curious, we had 52 people today. Just saying.
Really strong, man.
Hell yeah.
I just want to say that I'm so happy to see Viking is still around. Coming from Augustine, it's like back in Austin was one of the most famous and strongest guild, and I mean they're kind of done of their luck maybe lately, but Frey is an amazing guy, and I'm really happy to see them still in the siege scene. Same for Ragnarok, actually.
Shoutouts are supposed to be at the end, Hayden.
God damn it.
He's Italian stroke French. You just have to ignore him.
All right, let's move to Valencia then, guys. I guess since Old School went down first, they get the first word on this siege. So go on, guys.
It's my time to talk, right?
Go for it.
Okay, so yeah, we did. We started. As I said, we went on Valencia because we never owned Valencia ever in 1+ years old school. So this was probably the best way for us to get Valencia. We built kind of in a very unlucky position at the end of the day. I mean, of course, you cannot know for sure where other people are gonna build, but we definitely built in a very unfortunate place. We were in between Morgulis and Millennium, and that's kind of was the end for us. We got of course they went for us, and we went down after like 1 hour and a half, something like that. And I want to say like I'm a bit disappointed. Like it's kind of sad because I had a lot of respect for Millennium. I really had a lot of respect for them. They seem to have a lot of fun in like the way they were playing, and overall enjoyed kind of their place in the siege. But like to see Millennium and Morgulis like shit on all the top tier guilds, like calling them toxic and like overall just going ham on all the time. You know, they were the top guilds dedicated to the game, and how toxic the top guilds are and all like that. And the second they get to beat those guilds, they start talking shit in chat. Like they pretty much did a full turnaround, like seeing both in the forum and in game like stuff. The messages they saw today from Morgulis and Millennium in chat was just very, very sad. Kind of didn't expect it. Not from Millennium, definitely not from Millennium. Not sure if they have something to say about it, but maybe they don't care.
What did they say?
Okay, let me fish some comments on the forum here. Over like calling us an enemy dodgers or like shit tier guilds or like, yeah, is it funny? Like,
yeah, it's hilarious because you blatantly fucking dodged, and now you're feeling sorry for yourself because you lost.
Dodging what? Like, are we supposed to only fight?
You know full well
Addicted Sovereign?
A good fight, man. You know full well you'd give Addicted a good fight, but no, you came for the easier castle. Like,
it's pretty hypocritical for you to rank yourself on our level. And then when it's in your favor, you all of a sudden you're the weaker guild.
When have I ever ranked us on your level? That wasn't me.
We are closer to you as old school. We are closer to you than we are to enemy.
I don't think that's...
We are man. We have people with 440 gear score in the guild. Do you think that like that's like 100 lower than enemy probably lowest gear score? Like as a guild, we are like closer to you than enemy. Like we just are going for the best fight that is for us, for the guild. We had a lot of losses. We had a lot of losses towards the week, and we wanted to have a nice fight. We didn't want to go for the biggest opponent. We didn't want to bash our head. We wanted to have a nice fight, an enjoyable fight. And Valencia was this fight. And just see Morgulis and just talk shit a lot of shit, and it's just a bit sad. It's a bit sad because we always respect our opponents. I'm sorry if us living in the node war after an hour seemed disrespectful. It would have been disrespectful for someone eventually, because we either would have dodged GVG against enemy or dodged the node war. Like we probably shouldn't have done the node war, but that's another story.
No, why? I mean, that's another.
Let's not talk. But regardless of that, we just seeing so much disrespect from Morgulis and Millennium. Like, where is that coming from?
Dude, what you got to understand is that I don't know personally from Millennium, but I know they're pretty similar to us from the beginning as well, man. We get shit talked week in, week out, and there's going to be a war, man. And there's going to be a war, and we're going to take whatever we can to trash talk another guild when we've been nothing but trash talk since the start of the game, pretty much by every guild. And unfortunately, it's just that's what I'm saying. That's exactly this is what I'm saying.
Old school. We have never trash talked.
We don't endorse trash talking, but when it happens, we don't endorse it. But what TK is saying, this is like every Tuesday for us, and when it happens to you, I mean, you shouldn't be so hurt.
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hurt. I'm just a bit disappointed. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not offended by the trash talking. I am not 12 years old. I do enjoy a lot role playing and trash talking, as you can see in the forum. I'm very active in the forum, and Like,
Have you never been trash talking the forum?
He's not the angry
I think
parent.
the
because
best-
he
I'm
got-
definitely not angry, guys.
I think
I'm-
he's not the
that's,
angry
um,
parent because you got bad grades. He's the disappointed parent.
I think the best thing to do is just leave the forum as its own separate little spot and just leave that as it is.
No, I'm really enjoying the second layer of the game. You know, that there is in the forum and in in the podcast as well. I'm just a bit disappointed to see the turnaround of personality, like how people can change like so quickly from being just the guild that tries really hard to be impactful in the siege, as is like Millennium and Morgulis. They're really trying really hard, to leave a mark in the siege, and they are fighting against guilds that are stronger than them, but they're still they're kind of the underdogs in the situation, and they got shit talked a lot for it. Like they get a lot of shit from it, and they always were very humble up until now. Now they beat those guilds that were shit talking them, and they instantly shit talk back. Like I just didn't expect it. I'm just gonna say that I didn't expect that from like a guild. Both guilds are 100 members, so I'm not gonna categorize an entire guild for what a few people said, but I saw it from officers. That was a bit disappointing, and that's all I wanted to say. It was a bit disappointing to see some of the officers from these guilds just be disrespectful after what happened. I'm not hurt by it. I am not by any way touched by it. Just a bit. It was strange to see. But overall, let's talk about the siege. That was just maybe on the side, but we went as you say, like for us the siege was a 1v2 against Millennium and Morgulis. We went down after an hour and a half, and I didn't expect to go down. Actually, I'm definitely rated as good enough to hold for even 4 hours, I would have said. But we failed. We definitely failed in that. That's a bit disappointing. But I think Morgulis and Millennium are very strong when they work together. I saw them kind of playing together very well. They stayed behind like one after the other and don't attack each other. That was kind of impressive to see. So they are working well together. But that's it. It was a good fight. We had fun. It was a nice fight.
Yeah, it was pretty much from one perspective for us. We didn't see much change of scenery. We defended our base for what was it? 1 hour and a half. We defended our base, and that's it.
Yeah. Also, I see a lot of people. Last thing, I see a lot of people calling us dodgers. I would have understood in many other scenarios. I don't see what we dodge here. Like I don't see any unfinished business with any guild. We fought against enemy 3,000 times in Calpheon. We fought against Addicted. We fought against we fought against so many guilds. We never fought against M&M 1v2. So that was a really nice new fight. I don't see how people are calling us dodgers, but I guess it's whatever.
I think it's a matter of perspective. I mean, just as people see it as a disrespect from our end that we dodged half a node war, when from our perspective we set up 2 GVGs last week, over a week ago. One on Tuesday with Ragnarok, one on Thursday with enemy. Those were set more than a week before that, and the week didn't go in terms of node wars, didn't go as well as planned. So we still had only 1 node at the time. So we said, let's just place a tower. Maybe we get a free node. Maybe we get an easy opponent that we can kill relatively fast. Because when we built, I think it had 1 castle on it. If we see we can't do it in an hour, then we'll bail, because we made an agreement and we want to hold our word. So yeah, obviously more castles popped up, and there was no way we could ever deal with those guilds in an hour, maybe not even at all. So yeah, we cleaned our base after 55 minutes and said GG, thanks for the fight, and left. I mean, once again, you can see that as disrespect, but I think it's also a matter of respect to just, if you make an agreement, you stick to your word. And I don't think it's bad at all if you go to a node war knowing that you can only stay for an hour. Like, what's so bad about it?
All right, so just to take this step by step, Millennium and Margulis, you guys want to go on from your point? What happened at Old School Bay?
Yeah, I can start with. At first, we were gonna attack enemy, but as far as I know, Old School and Morgulis was already at each other at each other's throats. So we decided, since Old School so close and attacking Morgulis and Morgulis attacking them, we need to help them out before going on enemy. And then while we were pushing on Old School, there was the Linor Guild, whatever they're called, always attacking our fort. So we had to fall back sometimes. At one point, enemy came and attacked Morgulis flag and us next to Old School. I don't know what they did, but it made me assume that they had one temporary thing to take us out, or one of us at least. So then I kind of got convinced that there might be something between Old School and enemy. I can't confirm it, but I got just the feeling, you know. So I thought Old School's gotta go first. So yeah, we attacked Old School with Morgulis. We coordinated the attacks. We made sure we didn't, go on each other's toes. Fighting enemy in the past 1v2 kind of gave us some good experience on how to move around and not hurt each other. So yeah, basically for us it was attack Old School, fall back and take out the Linor, go back to Old School, push with Morgulis. Occasionally we saw enemy. Pretty much that.
Okay, your point of view?
Sorry, what?
Old School Base, what happened there?
It's pretty just, I don't know. It's what we're doing. We've been working together for a while now, so I guess me and Lomolf got on point. I had a different guy talking with Lomolf today because my mouse is like terrible, so I couldn't have two voice comms up at the same time. So my actual other Sorka was talking with Lomolf, so sometimes it's a little bit slower than expected, but it still worked fine. I mean, we're getting better with each other. We're having less friendly fire and shit. We kept trying to attack from the north, even though that was a big issue, because every time we attacked from the north, guys that died had to run around their base and got picked off a lot of the time. So until we actually got our outpost up, we couldn't do much against Old School, but they defended well. They held off for quite a while, to be honest. I didn't expect them to go down as quickly. I don't know, but they did well. It was a good first engage of the war, to be honest. I thought enemy would have done more to try and keep Old School alive, to be honest.
Yeah, we had a coin flip deal with enemy.
No, we didn't.
So what was enemy doing during this part of the siege while Old School was still alive?
Fighting resilience most of the time.
And then
Like, we knew pretty much that if Old School went out, it was going to be all the three others teaming up on us again. Like that was pretty much. We were 100% sure that would happen. So we knew like we have to try and keep Old School in the game for as long as possible and play our cards from there. But yeah, I guess we expected to do a lot easier against resilience, but then bringing like 90+ people, it's hard for us. So
yeah, resilience did resilience did just a fucking great job today. Like they're just. It was easier to wipe Millennium and Morgulis one after the other than just wiping resilience.
Resilience is actually very good.
That summarized our raid, our siege experience today, pretty much.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. Thank you.
We stayed at the Millennium base. We had our outpost up. We wiped Millennium. Resilience pulled back from Resilience raid, coming back. We engaged on them. We wiped Morgulis. We wiped Millennium, back to back, all the time. It was much easier than just wiping Resilience just once. So Resilience is really a siege guild that you have to take seriously. These guys know the shit.
Resilience had 90?
Yes, they brought.
Yeah, we had around 90 people.
Holy
you know when as Khaos said,
Wayne?
we wanted you to take you in the play as long as possible, but. We thought if we take down Resilience on our way south to take down Millennium and Morgulis, we have it much easier. So we picked up one fight after the other with Resilience. But these guys just turned out to be much stronger than expected.
At some point, we did start making progress. We got a hole into their base, started damaging their buildings, etc. But by then, Old School already went down, and we had to change the siege play entirely.
Yep.
As soon as Old School went down, we started going for Millennium, and Resilience started going for Morgulis. We still had fun like that for like around an hour, I believe it was. I was mostly fighting Millennium's base. Whenever we wiped them, started attacking them. Morgulis pulled back to defend them. And then out of nowhere, I think you guys made some weird ass deal behind the scenes, and all three of them teamed up on us, and it was like at least 250 people around our fort from 3 different directions, and that was the end for us.
I'm not really sure why people think we had some kind of deal with you. Like even if you wanted, I don't think you would have made it.
Everyone should know by now that we don't do politics.
Nobody thought you had a
deals,
deal with them.
shit
We
like
just
that.
thought you guys would work to keep each other alive because that was your best chances of winning.
I think even okay, I get your point. I think even if we didn't have a deal, it was in enemy's best interest that we stayed alive.
Yeah.
So it just made sense at the end. Like with or without deal, it was the same. Like it didn't really matter.
Are you not interested in a deal next week either? Because I think I know a nice region.
Starts with C, ends with Dictated.
We are not interested in deals. We just keep doing what we always do. We will make our way, and we will sit on the castle sooner or later.
Yeah, we'll talk about when Swiper closed the stream, but like overall,
even
I have to say something. Actually, I really love Resilience. I really like how they came out of fucking nowhere, and they are actually pretty strong. I don't know where they train, but they are actually. We met them in a node war. They're actually pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
I heard they won a
Lemon
coin
trains
flip
them.
deal.
And they don't rely on the lemon squad, what some people said on forum, for example. We saw that lemon squad was always just randomly running around our fort doing absolutely nothing, while the rest of the resilience raid was just keeping the discipline but at their own fort.
Yeah, that's pretty much true. Lemon Squad does their own thing throughout the siege.
You
don't
can never
need to,
underestimate
man.
the Lemon Squad, though. The Lemon Squad is incredibly strong, and when they join a fight, they do make a huge difference.
But they never actually did, though.
Everything
I don't
is a
think so.
factor.
I don't think so. But anyways, I would have liked to respond to you odds today, but we're
No,
just
it's
not
okay.
doing that. But
It's
really,
okay.
what you guys did the last weeks, even that backstabbing, whatever you did in Mediah a couple of weeks ago, I really like that. What you did. Yeah, the EU siege scene really needs skills like you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And to be honest, I knew you were reading no matter if you respond or not. And on our point of view, just to take this phrase and continue, is that at some point the siege was ending. So we had to make a call. We either stick to our plan and we liberate it, or we pick a winner. We really had the power to make it liberated, but we really didn't want that to happen. We didn't want another. Maybe at some point it might be fun for next week, but it was 12 Greek time, 11 server time, and there was 1 hour left. So we were either gonna continue picking up targets, at some point fighting Morgulis, at some point fighting enemy, or we would just lean towards one side to make it end. I mean, we really made the choice at the end to just to go for it. That's about it.
Did you do like a 1v1 at the end, or what was?
At the end, the enemy's base was going down, and Millennium, I think they would go for Thelinor, that guild. It was really north, really isolated, and we started fighting Morgulis like 1v1. The problem is that enemy's base was completely north of the map, and some of us on the way back were being killed by Morgulis. Some of us were dead at the enemy's base while killing enemy, and Morgulis attacked us. We weren't prepared. We weren't ready. And the weirdest part is that I don't want to do a shout out like the classic thing that it's the false game, but the moment that Morghulis fought our base, all the siege, all the people in Flame Towers crashed, the 2 Hatcha users crashed, the Elephant user crashed.
Yeah,
Then
I think.
but us as well.
It's retarded. It's retarded. It's so tiresome when this shit happens. Then I say to another guy, okay, you get into the Hatcha. He gets into the Hatcha, he crashes as well. I mean, what the fuck? But yeah, other than that, yeah, it was all the siege was fucking fun. I enjoyed that the start fighting.
But why is
the
the
enemy.
FPS so bad in Valencia? Like I never had these issues.
Really?
Calpheon, not in Mediah.
I thought Calpheon's worse and Valencia's the best. Maybe it's
But
depending on the player.
Our elephants, like at some
I don't
point we had
think,
a couple of elephants on Millennium's fort, and they just couldn't do shit. And then I stepped on the elephant because I was like, guys, get a better PC to our elephant riders, and I just did them wrong because I stepped on the elephant and my at like 1 FPS.
Yeah,
I like how you demonstrate why you're shot calling, how to do things, do Jules. First, how to witch, how to shoot for a fence. Now, how to use elephants.
Yeah, fuck you. You saw that thread on Reddit already. Yeah, okay.
But also, I think you misunderstood my question. I meant after enemy went down. Did you do like a 1v1 against Morghulis or?
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. It was a thing, I don't know how it come by, literally because we were in the middle of helping Millennium against enemy and fighting off resilience at the same time, like we were back and forth. And anytime we tried to push the resilience, like enemy were attacking Millennium, so we had to pull back and help Millennium, because if Millennium go down, it was going to be the Mediah all over again. So we just we tried to play the cards right, and we were getting ready to liberate it again if needed. But then the 1v1 question came up. We agreed for why not? Like, so somebody's got to win it. So we did it. It was a good fight. We pushed them back. I mean, we only started killing your guys on the way back, odds, when I think it was, I don't know if it was a Lemon Squad or it was somebody that started killing our guys. They actually ran at us and started killing a few of them. So that was why I just said, any reds you see on the way back, just kill them, get them down. And we actually ran to our base before we come back to engage on you guys. So I mean, there was plenty of time. You had a full raid, we had a full raid. It
had 90 seconds cooldown resurrection. But besides that, and the siege crashing people, but yeah, it was fun. To be honest,
huge ass problem. Like, as we got the fence down, I was screaming, and I didn't realize our TeamSpeak actually just died completely.
So the story is that Morghulis took down Resilience at the end 1-0.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the story you're gonna tell us.
No,
That's exactly the story.
Okay.
At Millennium,
that's
did you
bullshit.
just?
That's just fucking bullshit.
How was that bullshit?
I fought Resilience today. I'm fighting Morghulis for like
Ask Lomel.
half a year now.
Guys stood and what?
And
Yo,
to be honest,
don't
there's
fuck.
no way.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
There's no way in this world that.
No,
Jules,
Jules,
wait. Can
There's just no fucking way that Resilience rate vibes to Morghulis.
Jules,
We had no siege weapons, and everybody that was on them just crashed and disconnected, then had to do like a 5-minute load screen back into game, spawn at Valencia, and then run back. So we had like 10 people missing. And
So Morghulis won the castle because Resilience raid had.
No.
You crushed.
Let me inform you a bit more. That was one part of it, but like Teke said earlier, they actually went back to their base to regroup as well, and we regrouped with the people we had as well. We got ready to run towards Morghulis to give a push, but we made a kind of shitty push, which ended up costing our us a high resurrection timer. Morghulis went after us. And they managed to destroy a lot of shit, in the 1-minute resurrection timer we had, and that kind of fucked us over.
Man, Jules, you're missing the point, man. Like, the entire fight today, we weren't just fighting and coming to help Millennium. We were dealing with Resilience at the same time. They were picking a lot of us off before we had time to react to you. So every time we came at you, we came with weaker. And sometimes we killed you guys.
Yeah. You were really weakened when you came to Millennium space to help them, and we wiped Millennium and you guys back to back.
Yeah.
You were really weakened at that point.
But then there's times where we wiped you guys whilst you were there after Millennium would beat on you too. So I don't see your point.
You guys, I have like if you make these kind of deals, that's absolutely fine. I'm not blaming anyone for that, but that you guys that just like keep pretending that these deals are not happening in the background. It's just
We never denied it.
do you guys think I'm fucking retarded or something?
What
Do you
deals?
think I'm
What
fucking
deals? What
stupid
deals
or something?
Juice, I can promise
that
you
actually
that.
believes that.
Juice, I can promise you that we didn't do a deal or gave it to Morgulis. We just played it really, really, really fucking poor in the end. That's it. We really played it fucking poor. It's on our own, and that's it.
I know what the enemy raid is capable of, and if I tell the enemy raid to pop perfumes and weight elixirs, and they still struggle to take down resilience, and 5 minutes later, when I know all perfumes, elixir stuff, everything is full on, if I Millennium
like a donkey, dude.
Morgulis that comes to the Millennium.
Check the
castle
guild
to
leader
help
siege
them.
discussion. The entire recording's there, man. Like, you
and
can see
then-
the coin flip at the end too if you want.
Yeah.
That's not a coin flip. It's just
Coin
a
flip?
coincidence.
Where?
It's just not a coincidence that last week, two weeks
but-
ago,
but
in
Joe,
Mediah, you guys, when we took down Millennium, Morgulis went for us, joining Resilience and Leviathan, heading the castle to giving the castle to Resilience. And today you just did it the other way.
Nah,
Nice
it's
logic.
Tinfoil hats out, boys.
Yeah,
I
the
just
tinfoil
got you
hat.
there. I just got you there. It's
TLDR, you're mad.
Lone Wolves next week, and then the week after it's going back to odds.
Yeah, you're free to believe that, Jules, but that's not what happened.
Okay, I guess at this point I need to ask, was there cannon shots at Resilience?
We were getting cannon 24/7 during the siege, man.
I think it was Leviathan though.
Couldn't find a backstabbing dagger though. Sorry.
I will not say that it was us, but it could have been. Like, who knows? Our cannons are fucking retarded anyway. Like, who knows?
I mean, Teke, I have a question for you. What happened to the whole nobody would ever ally up with the Resilience again?
We didn't ally.
We didn't ally.
I mean, well,
That wasn't
Normal,
an
I guess.
ally.
Alliances are something objective every Saturday. It's a
basically
different
it's all-
situation.
Basically, Zolak, as Odd said, it was going to go for a stalemate. Basically, Resilience turned around and said, "We'll 1v1 you once enemy's dead." That's not allying. That's just agreeing to a 1v1.
Like, we
could have
didn't
lost
trust
that.
Resilience from the start, man. Like, when Old School went down, we literally sat at our base, and Resilience sat at their base while Millennium came and tried to attack you a few times. Because the second we moved, I actually stayed at my base because I knew Resilience were going to come for us the second we moved up to you guys. And they did, and I had to use a command to gather to pull back. And, like, there was no alliance, there's no pre-long month arranged deal to get everybody a castle in the region. It's just the way it is. Things played out in our favor, fortunately. I mean, could have gone either way after all the dodging, but it went well. So
I actually have a question. Like, did you guys do a 1v1, Millennium and Morgulis, or did you just trade?
it's at 10, so we took it.
Okay.
Okay, one more thing to discuss and ask. Felin and Or, you guys just built there to have fun?
Yeah, we actually expected to fight Addicted. Unfortunately, they dodged us. So
1 week too late, dude.
So we had to deal with the other guilds. We were thinking with Mo at the beginning for what we're going to do now. Then we decided to go for the Headless Chicken clan and pretty much attacked everything.
A question I have is, why did you guys pretty much leave and give up after Old School died?
Well, after Old School died, we fought for another 30 minutes and then we were pretty much bored.
Nah, it's just because the tinfoil hats in my guild are saying that Felin and all came with Old School now.
Yeah, they're on our payroll. We have
Like,
a
the entire
couple of-
fucking
we have a few
weekend.
coins. We
The
have a few
entire
coins.
weekend there's been AIDS for me because of you guys, like, building on territories. Like, that's all they've talked about all week. Like, it's like transfer deadline day. It's fucking complete AIDS. It just drives me crazy. Like, there's nothing we control over where people build, and that's all they talk about the entire weekend, and it drives me insane.
Wait, what?
Like, where people are building, it drives me insane because people are all over the channels. They're spread out on Valencia 1, Calpheon 1. People are they're building here, just starting false rumors, and then somehow it's ended up in my guild that Felineno was now allied with Old School.
Actually, I've already sacked enough cocks today, but I'm so happy to see Tallinn in Siege. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, you have no idea how happy I am to see Tallinn in Siege. Like, it's an Aldestin guild. They were super good in Aldestin, and so happy to see so many Aldestin guild play this week. Like, Aldestin is clearly the best PvP server, like undoubtedly. Like, everyone can confirm. So happy, guys. So happy. Tallinn is best guild. I'm very serious.
No.
I'm curious how many people Thelenon are actually brought to the siege, because I saw like 3 of your guys using cannons, but that's about it I saw for the whole siege.
We had like 40 people today. And yeah, not too much, but yeah, we were having our fun, fighting with every guild, seeing how strong we are compared to them. We got outnumbered slightly. So we just attacked everything red, and there was pretty much everything red. And yeah, in the end, no one dared to attack our base. So we just thought, like, yeah, let's leave it to this guy. Leave them Valencia like a bone to starving dogs, and just use a guild call back to Altinova, so we don't have to walk through the desert. And that was pretty much it.
Do you guys plan to do more sieges?
Not on a regular basis, but from time to time. We actually don't have the numbers and individual strengths to fight there without allies.
I think you guys are stronger than you think you are. I think you could make a very good impact into the siege scene.
Well, you will see. They're getting stronger from day to day, so maybe one day we even win a 1v1 against Addicted. Who knows? It can't be that hard.
Yeah, Addicted is shit, man. Just go for them.
Indeed, they're not from Alus team. They can't be good.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Any questions left?
Yeah, how many were the other guilds as well today?
Old school were 79.
Enemy had like 55 or so.
We had 93. Which I'm disappointed with because we had 100 out of 100 signups.
76.
We had around 90 as well.
Yep.
All right, boys. Good fun tonight. So, I'm kind of curious at this point, like, does anyone already plan on going to Sovereign next week?
Fuck
Who?
them.
Who?
Are they from Alustin?
The guild in Mediah?
Oh, yeah. They're from Elliston, right?
The good server, I think. Was that the good server? Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, I think we don't want to challenge our old buddies, so I don't know.
Buddies?
You know that one GVG, like, we both against everyone back in Heidel that day? I know the video. And I was there.
The 300 versus 300 GVG? Like
yeah,
the one
it was more like
super huge.
100 against 500.
Oh, I remember.
Like,
that.
I felt, I mean, it was fun. Sovereign in our back.
Actually, who do you expect next week, Octa?
I don't know. Whoever wants to come.
I did tell some of your members that I was coming, Mediah. I might have lied.
Old school being deceptive?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just cannot restrain myself.
Yeah, Wayne, Jules, Play Naked really wants to know if you will hold hand next week and come make him a visit.
Let's fucking do it, Jules. Let's fucking do it. Actually, I have a good... Okay, this is an amazing idea. Jules, hear me out. Are you here, Jules?
Yeah, I'm always here.
Okay. Hear me out, Jules. We switch raid leaders. So you raid leaders for us, and we raid lead for you. And we go Calpheon. What do you think?
No.
Okay. Well, I tried, guys. It was nice.
But if you're up to it, we could swap being raid leaders and then fight each other. Like just in a GVG.
No, I don't want to do GVG against you anymore. You guys like
Yeah.
cheat and shit. Like
I would actually do that and then record Jules calling enemy munches and clowns.
Now, we're not talking to other guilds before sieges, during sieges. I'm really tempted to do that because, like, from my perspective, it's just like, I know if I would just like whisper that guy, maybe I could turn around things for us. But we are not doing that, and I'm really hesitating to do that. So, no deals whatsoever according to sieges from enemy. We never did that, we never will. We will stay without a castle and die rather than making some deals in order to take a castle.
it really offends me that you play the game differently than I do. It's really offensive.
Is it true you guys are planning to become a bit more big scale with maybe not a merge from Ember, but taking a lot of members? Is that true?
Wait. We are always recruiting. Like we were always recruiting. The problem was just that in the last weeks, a lot of people that like really good people, for example, me, Rari, like we had so many good people that quit the game in general. They just didn't want to play BDO anymore, and they just quit the game, and they left us. So we recruited people, and then we left people, and we never came past this 60 people in our guild. We never crossed that line. But it was never our intention to stay below that, because there's no point staying below that. Since there's no guild we are facing in sieges that has less than 80, 90 members. So why would we stay below 60 people?
Yeah, but is it true they're coming from Ember?
What?
Do you think we're actually going to tell you about shit like that?
I mean, if it happens, everyone's gonna know anyway. What does it matter?
We're just recruiting like we always do.
We are not doing any package deals. We are not doing any merges. We are sticking to all of our policy all the way. That never changed. Since we decided to become a serious siege guild, we never changed that policy. We don't do package deals. If you apply to us, you pass the arena trial that Respawn and Thorlock do. I don't want to do that arena trial. I would shit my pants before doing that arena trial.
So are you saying that Matis joined before?
We never changed that. We never doing package deals. We're just keeping our way. And if whatever happens and we come to that 70 people, we take that 70 people. And if we go to 80 people, we take that 80 people. But we are not pulling out that 80 people just to have more numbers and sacrificing everything we worked for the past half a year.
So did they approach you then?
No way.
If you never intended to go above 80.
If you have 30 people and you want to apply to us, you can apply to us individually, one by one.
No,
Then if
did
you all
Ember
pass the
approach
arena
you?
test-
Did Ember approach you, or did you talk to Ember?
He's shy, man.
He really wants to know, though.
I don't know what you've heard, man, but we're not doing anything special.
Besides merging with Ember?
Yeah, it comes down to, I think a lot of people are scared of our arena trial as well. Like, we hear that a lot, but that's actually not true at all. We just look at if people are like good at playing their class, they know the mechanics, and like they can handle themselves. And
I have my
we are always
DK
looking
arena
for
trial the
players
next
to
week,
actually
and I am
join
scared.
us. Go ahead and apply.
Is grab counted as a mechanic that you accept?
No, if you're a berserker and all you do is triple chain grab, then we don't see you as like a player who knows all the mechanics of his class.
Oh.
Gotta learn that Titan
Sorry,
syndrome.
Ishkor, we would probably decline you in the arena trial.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Better put some skill points into Titan syndrome quick.
By the way, I would actually like to shot call for another guild.
Yeah. Let's consider that the first shout out and go.
just for once.
Yeah, sure.
Like Ishkor, don't you want to abandon Castle in Calpheon and
Come on,
Then
Shotco,
Why?
Mike.
Why?
just say
Why
you
Ishkar?
and
Like
you and
Eden
me,
already
Ishkar.
came with a suggestion. Why go
I
to
already
Ishkar?
yes.
Come on, man.
Well,
Why
we
do you
have the
wanna-
best shot caller in the world, and now we get.
I was just super like to shot call the addicted rate on Sovereign.
Are you friend zoning, man?
And if I fail, just all everything is just on me.
This sounds like
Just-
some backroom deals.
Jules, come and shot call for me, man. Like, see how life is difficult in Mongolia. Shot calling for these plebs. You'll witness true pain.
You would.
You know, if I ever leave enemy for whatever reason, what basically would never happen because that's guild is the only reason why I'm still playing BDO. But if that happens, take it. You know, I would always.
Dude, I'd
join.
give you insta guild leader, man, so I can quit. Like, I offered it Siri, but he left.
Do you actually think? I'm pretty sure you're doing a good job.
Fucking hate it, man. I hate this game.
I love you, man.
It's
Love
way too stressful, all this shit. Winning or losing, it's way too stressful.
Yeah, fuck being guild leaders, guys. Let's just fucking disband.
It's like the
everything.
thing is, we've just had to kick people from the guild to make spots for more people coming up from our second guild, and it's just been a fucking nightmare. And I've accidentally kicked 2 guys who could make the siege for people who haven't actually turned up. It's just fucking so much hassle for like little return, man.
There was an interesting, if we're going slightly off topic now, there was an interesting thought posted on the forum earlier. If the top X amount of guilds would all instantly close, what would happen to the siege scene? I think it's an interesting topic of discussion. So let's say, what if the top 10 guilds all would close today? What would happen to the siege scene? Do you think it would die, or just other guilds would step up?
I think Ozif would get Valencia untaken for 10 weeks.
I mean, what do you mean? Like, as those players would never play again, or they could just join other guilds?
Okay, let's just say, like, I posted that message, I guess. Okay, let's just say all the top 4 guilds is banned. Like, the guild leaders say, okay, this is it, we're leaving, we're going to, like, I don't know, Albion, yeah, and they disband. I think what would happen, personally, it just, people would step up. People will step up, big guild leaders, like create their own guilds. Like what happened in NA. I don't really follow NA because they're like all shit players. But when Orca left the game, I think like they created another guild, something like that. Yeah.
I guess for the first couple of weeks, the siege team would be a bit messy again, but it'd probably just settle back out to exactly how it is.
Yeah, probably. I have to say, like guild leaders. People don't realize guild leaders work very, very hard. Like it's very unique individuals that put insane amount of effort in doing what they do. Like it's not something that everyone can do. It's very, very little amount of people can do what guild leaders can do. I think.
You've
Not to
never
lick
met
my own
Wiggles
dick.
now, have you?
I actually did, but
Okay.
he seems like a very good YouTuber. And
Yes. He is a good YouTuber.
Is he good at delegating?
Oh yes.
That's a leader's role, though, man. Like if he can do that well, then he does a good job. If he chooses the right people for the roles, then he's doing good.
Trust is an issue, though.
Yeah.
I never trust people to do my shit.
Agreed.
All right, guys. Shout out time.
Shout out to Wiggles.
Yeah, shout out to Wiggles.
Shout out to our new enough full female defense squad today, making the guild
Unicorn.
look good. Team Unicorn, go.
Nice.
Anyone else?
Seishuku, as always, my favorite Jew.
All right, so it's my turn then. First of all, Aragon asks me to remind you all of his tournament, and I don't even have the links. I'm sorry, but you should probably check out forums because I'm sure it's posted there. So join his tournament. I guess he moved away from guild versus guild right now, and he's doing just anyone can sign up. So there's probably will be a lot more people. Other than that, shout out for all of us who are actually on a podcast once again. Thank you guys for being here. And thanks everyone for watching today and in general. And guys, we are getting partnered pretty soon. So, yep. Thank you guys for being here. This is a pretty good achievement for me and for all of you. Thank you for your support. And I guess that's it for today.
Congratulations, by the way, Swiperman. You did a good job keeping this together over the years. Not always been the biggest, well, the year, I should say. Not always been a big fan of like the shit that happens on here, but you've done a real good job to keep this together. And Rindle as well with the spreadsheet. Like that saves my ass so much for looking on the spreadsheet and looking on days and things. So, congrats to both of you. You deserve it.
I'm super happy that your head is gone, Tiki.
Pardon?
You told to me earlier that your
Man,
head
I just want to sleep.
I still love you, man.
Nothing's
But
gonna
on
be
a very special way. It's some hate love. No?
So let's wrap it up. Thank you all for being here, guys. See you all next time. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. See ya.
See you.
See you guys. Good night.
See ya. Good night.